at the town hall here on West 43rd Street in New York, and we're about a half a block away from the Paramount Theater, which was where Frank Sinatra had his big breakthrough show New Year's Eve, 1942. The Paramount Theater, big theater, no longer a theater, but the marquee is there. You can walk under it. He was 26 years old. He was unemployed. He had quit Tommy Dorsey's orchestra, and he was living over in Jersey City. He hadn't been able to find work that fall, and then the Paramount called him and offered him that prize gig New Year's Eve, and he came. There were thousands of young women, wartime, 1942, all of these young women, and here was this handsome young man, Italian, slim, standing up there on stage. He had avoided the draft by virtue of the fact that he had a punctured eardrum, which he had suffered at his birth. It was a forceps delivery, and he had it the rest of his life. He stood out there on stage, and these women screamed. They screamed in a way nobody had heard women scream for years, and there they were. And that was his big night just up the street. He never had to worry about work after that. Years later, when he was 78 years old, he came on what maybe should have been his farewell tour. He did a few more after that, but he played the Foxwood Casino up in Connecticut. And they all came out to see him. All of his fans, they were elderly. He was a wreck, but they were wrecks too, and they loved him even more than they had back in the 40s. He was their golden boy. His voice was not golden anymore. Thousands, millions of cigarettes, and a lot of whiskey had spoiled it. He'd lost his upper range. The lower range was kind of phlegm-ridden, but still, there were flashes of style, flashes of beauty, and they dearly, dearly loved him. Today is the 100th anniversary of the birth of Francis Albert Sinatra in Hoboken, New Jersey, to Italian immigrants. This is a song that he sang on that very first show at the Paramount Theater, a song of loyalty in wartime.
I'll walk alone, because to tell you the truth, I've been lonely. I don't mind being lonely when my heart tells me you are lonely too. I'll walk alone. They'll ask me why, and I'll tell them I'd rather. There are dreams I must gather, dreams we fashioned the night you held me tight. I always been near you whenever you are each night. In every prayer, if you call, I'll hear you. No matter how far, just close your eyes. I'll be there. Please walk alone and send your love and your kisses to guide me to your walking beside me. I'll walk alone.
I walk along.